is the grind session. And that moment is now. This is the grind session.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 Mustang Madness rolls on. Our next game features Salesian College prep out of Richmond, California, against the Curie of Chicago, Illinois. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for Salesian. Starting at guard, 5'11" junior, number 2, Jay Lazo. At guard, 5'11" senior, number 11, Jovan McClanahan. At guard, 5'11" senior, number 23, Jay McClanahan. At forward, a 6'3" junior, number 14, Shane Bell. And at forward, a 6'9" senior, number 24, Manny Adeoye. Head coach of Salesian, Mr. Morales. Now the starting lineup for the Hunters of Curie, Illinois. Starting at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 2, Damari Nixon. At guard, a 6'4" senior, number 3, DeJuan Gordon. At guard, a 5'10" senior, number 5, Trayvon Hamilton. At forward, a 6'4" junior, number 23, Rodney Anthony. And at forward, a 6'3" senior, number 24, Justin Harmon. The head coach at Curie, Mr. Michael Oliver.
And welcome back to this streaming broadcast brought to you by Tanager Sports. We are at Strawberry Hills Arena at McCracken County High School. The starters have been announced previously, but I'm going to give them to you real quick. For Salesian College Prep, number 2, Jaden Lazo. Number 11, Jovan McClanahan. Number 14, Shane Bell. Number 23, Jaden McClanahan. And number 24, Manny Adeoye. And for the Curie Condors, we've got at number 2, Damari Nixon. Number 3, DeJuan Gordon, a K-State commit. Number 5, Trayvon Hamilton. Number 23, Ramion Hinton. And number 24, Justin Harmon. And we're underway. And we're going to have a retip. And that's controlled by Salesian College Prep. Long shot from the left side. Number 23 is good, Jaden McClanahan. And the Curie Condors on attack. Number 5 handling the ball, Trayvon Hamilton. Long cross-court pass to DeJuan Gordon. Shot's no good, rebounded by Salesian. And up and good. And that's by number 14, Shane Bell. Shot from the corner, number 3, Dejuan Gordon. And then a little trap press is Curie. Press is broken, and we're working around trying to get something set up. It looks like we're in a 2-3 zone by Curie. Pass under the basket is tipped out of bounds, and Curie will take over. Number 5 walks the ball up, Trevon Hamilton. Working around the perimeter. And we've got a foul on number 23, Jaden McClanahan from Salesian. And the Curie Condors will get the ball side court out of bounds. Salesian in a man-to-man. Drive and kick. Ball turned over, and Salesian's on the move. The 2-3 zone comes out pretty high, matches up some. Fumbled, but turnover to Curie. And Curie is on the run out. Nice head fake and a dunk by number 24, Justin Harmon. Little trap in the backcourt. Finally broken. Number 2 is up and good. That is Jaden Lejo. Curie content to work it around on the outside perimeter, but a give and a go, and it's good. Number 24, Justin Harmon, on a nice give and go. Still a little 3-quarter 1-3-1 zone, and the long shot is no good by Lezo. Pushing hard is Curie. Jump shot, no good. Curie still in that 2-3 matchup. Comes out pretty high, but then drop backs when the ball goes inside. Nifty ball handling, and the little floater is no good. Rebounded by Salesian, maintains, and then the takeaway, and a takeaway again. Salesian still in control. Shot inside the lane is no good. Rebound by Curie. Hamilton on the move. Driving the kick. Left-handed shot is no good from the corner by number 2, Nixon. Left-handed shot is no good. Rebound by Curie. Left-handed shot from the baseline, no good, but rebounded. And the ball is on the floor, but out of bounds against Salesian. Curie will play the ball side court. Hamilton to play the ball in. Almost a miscommunication there. 2 players into each other. Oh, the nice dish on the baseline is no good, but there is a foul on number 31. That is Tyler Brinkman. Gordon's first shot up and no good. And the second one is up. And good. 1 for 2. Score is now 8-8. 3:09 to go in this first quarter. Attempted dunk, but stays in. Number 20. DeMarshe Johnson. Justin Harmon on the drive, and the ball is pinned in the backboard. So that turnover will give it to Salesian. Nope. Jump ball, Curie maintains possession under their own goal. Step back jumper is no good by Hinton. Now the run out by Salesian is all the way to the goal and no good, but there is a foul. Foul on number 5, Trevon Hamilton. Javon McClanahan at the line for 2 shots. First one is up and good. Second shot is up and good. Knocked them both down, and we have a 12-8 Salesian lead now over Curie. That was almost over and back. Nice spin move, but no good. But the putback by number 25, Armand Williams. They run that full court press, trapping when they can. But Salesian has broken it, and they're working the offense. Very patient. The long jump shot is no good. Salesian maintained control just for a minute, but turnover to Curie. Hamilton trying to get his offense set up. 3-point shot is no good by Justin Harmon, but the second shot by Jajuan Gordon is good. 3-point play. That gives Curie the 1-point lead. Into the middle, but no good. Rebound is battled it around, and it will stay with Salesian. Out of bound off the Curie player. Nick Owens in for Curie. Oh, the easy basket. Somebody got lost on a pick. That gives a 1-point lead to Salesian now. And a takeaway. And let's see, who was that off? It will stay with Salesian. 27 seconds to go. Salesian with a 1-point 14-13 lead. Shot from the corner is no good. but rebounded, and easy breakaway, a two-handed dunk by Dejuan Gordon. So back and forth we go. Trap, but a takeaway by Curie. Knocked away by Salesian. We've got 6.5 seconds to go, and it's been an exciting first quarter with the lead switching hands several times. Plenty of time, 5. But a takeaway by Salesian, and the drive is, long shot's no good. And we come to the close of this first quarter with Curie with a 15-14 lead over Salesian. And we'll take just a moment and have a break. We'll be right back in a moment.
This is the grind session. And that moment is now. This is the grind session.
All right, fans. Exciting first half, or first quarter, and Salesian takes the ball inbound to start this second quarter. Both of these teams are nationally ranked, and they're very close in their rankings, and that's part of the reason that this ball game's so close. Salesian is 14-0 and is rated 19th in the country. Curie is 15-0, and they're rated 17th in the country. So we got two talented teams here, and it's showing up in the score. Right now it's 15-14 in favor of Curie. We expect this thing to be a tight game all the way through. Still a 2-3 zone by Curie. Mishandled, but we're going to call an over and back. And on that turnover, Curie will take the ball out right here in front of the scorer's table. Nick Owens, a 5'6" guard, is taking over the point guard duties right at this time. Little dribble drive action. The drive and the layup is good by Dejuan Gordon, the K-State commit. Full court pressure, little three-quarter 1-2-2 trap. Then they drop back into a 2-3. Do a little matching up out of that. Shot from the side is a three-point play by Shane Bell. That ties this game at 17 apiece. Drive is knocked away, and Salesian on the run out, but rejected by number 23, Ramion Hinton, with that block. Salesian will maintain control. Salesian seems to be very methodical in their offense. Cross-court pass. And we've got a double dribble. Turnover will go to Curie. Elijah Pickens running the point right now. Air ball and out of bound, and it will be turnover to Salesian. The pride of Salesian College Prep. 14-0, rated 19th in the country. They're playing the 17th rated team in the country. Curie. Very methodical cross-court passing, and the long shot is no good. It's an air ball, but it's out of bounds to Curie. Number 2 and number 5, Damari Nixon and Trevon Hamilton in the ball, back in the ball game. And Hamilton will take over the point guard duties. Got him a brief blow here just a little bit ago. Now he's back at the point. Almost an over and back, but saved by number 5, Hamilton. And on the layup, no good, but there was a foul on the floor. That is number 31, Tyler Brinkman with the foul. And we're still not in the bonus, so it'll be an out of bounds. And Hamilton will take over and get his offense set. Run a lot of dribble drive, a drive and a kick. Oh, nice play, and the dipsy-do by Dejuan Gordon. And Gordon has 11 now. Salesian inbounds the ball. Number 11 running point right now, Javon McClanahan. And the pass inside is good. That is Shane Bell with that layup. Attempted dunk is no good. They got out quickly, but missed the dunk on the end. Long three-point shot is no good, and it is caught in the rim. So if we had somebody that could, there we go, we got it out. I thought we was going to have to send Jesse out there to knock that ball out. So on that turnover, that will be Curie to inbound the ball. Some pressure now by Salesian. And the takeaway and the little jumper is good by number 23, Jaden McClanahan. So back and forth we go, 21-19 in favor of Salesian now. We expect this to be a battle all the way down. These teams are very closely ranked nationally. Little give and go action, and the floater is good. Oh, no, we're calling an offensive foul. They're going to wave that one off. So full court zone pressure, but it's broken, and we've got a 3-on-1. Attempted dunk is no good, but there is a foul on number 23, Ramion Hinton. So that will send number 24, Manny Adio. His left-handed shot is no good. Didn't shoot that with a lot of confidence, it didn't appear. And that second shot is up and no good. It's pretty bad. The rebound comes off to Curie. Hamilton breaks the one-on-one pressure. The drive and the step back is no good by Hinton. Scramble on the floor, and it's up, and there's a breakaway. And the dunk by number 14, Shane Bell. So now we've opened up a 4-point lead for Salesian. Biggest lead of the game. Trying to get things set up for another dribble drive opportunity. Step back jump shot is no good again by Hinton. Rebound is maintained by Curie. And that is Harmon with the putback. Curie now playing a little man-to-man. Long shot is, just rims in and out. Rebound to Curie, run out. And the shot is good by Harmon. And now we're back 23-23 with 1:36 to go in this second quarter. 1:31 left in this first half. Nice give and go is good. That's number 23, Jaden McClanahan. And we're going to get a foul from Jaden. Makes a shot, comes down and makes a foul. So we are still not in the bonus, so we're going to take the ball out just in front of the scorer's table. Two evenly matched teams. And the ball's on the floor, but maintained by Curie. Little baseline jumper by Hinton. Hitting about 3 buckets in a row. .47 seconds to go in this first half. 25-25, and we've got us a tight ball game. Inside shot attempt was no good, blocked. And we're going to get a coach called timeout. We've got a full timeout, so we'll be back in just a moment with action here at Strawberry Hills Arena in McCracken County. And we're back to action. Curie inbound the ball with 20 seconds to go now. They're trying to get something set up to get this lead just before halftime. We'll see what the coach has worked up, and whatever he called, it worked good. That's Hinton. Salesian shot's no good, but we got a long half-court shot by Hamilton, and that was no good. So the score at halftime is Curie 23, Salesian 25, and a well-played, close ball game with the biggest lead being about 4 points. Now we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in just a bit.
It's hard to believe it's 9:30.
Yeah, that's my bedtime almost.
Somebody's camera fell on the floor. Oh.
I'm trying not to get your space there. Jesse.
Salesian will take the basketball as the second half gets underway.
Toronto's one of them. And we're back to action in this second half, just beginning the third quarter. And Salesian's ball on the first possession. Very methodical in their offense. Jumper from the outside it by number 11, Javon McClanahan, is good. So they start the scoring out, and now back to a 1-point lead for Salesian. Two closely matched teams, 19th and 17th in the country. So you figure that's going to be a good battle. Rebound to Salesian. Looks like Curie comes back out in a 2-3 zone again. Had a man open, but he missed him on the roll. Cross-court pass and a little dribble and kick, but no opportunity there. Good defense by Curie, right?
And Victor, this was a really smart move by Curie. Salesian has shown they're really not a good outside shooting team. They're extending this 2-3 out a long, long way.
Yeah, they're running a 2-3, but they're matching up some, and they're really coming out high on those outside two guards.
And Salesian clearly doesn't have an answer for that right now.
No. If there was a shot clock, we'd have some violations.
Oh, no question, no question.
We're glad to have Leroy back in the broadcast booth with us, if you want to call this a booth.
Yeah, which I guess we can't technically.
We can say what we want.
Well, good point.
Hamilton brings the ball back down for Curie. Done a very good job of running the point in that first half. Curie running a lot of dribble drive in that first half. We'll see if they go back to that this second half. Rebound is off to Salesian, and we've got a run out, and a layup is nice.
Nice driving layup there.
It sure was.
Jaden Lazo.
And we've got a jump shot that is a foul, and that foul is on number 24 on Salesian, and that is
Justin
Manny
Harmon.
Idio. How do you say that, Leroy?
I think number 24 is Justin Harmon, right? Oh, no, excuse me.
Manny.
Yeah, for Salesian.
And at the
Manny
line,
Adeo. That's how you
Adeo.
pronounce that, yeah.
Okay. And at the line, we've got Hinton.
Ramin Hinton. I remember watching him last year when Curie played at Marshall County. Looks like he's grown a little bit more.
Well, they're listing him here at 6'4".
That sounds about right. I think he was 6'2" last year at Marshall.
And he is a
He's a junior, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got another year. Maybe
Got
he's gonna
another
grow
year.
some more. Yeah, a little trap out here, and we're going to get a foul against Hinton. Make that Hamilton. And I noticed that first half, Curie would trap a lot out of that. They got somebody in the corners.
Curie doesn't have a lot of size, and so they have to be a little more creative defensively. They are quick as all get out everywhere on the floor. They move their feet really well, and they just get after you.
Very quick, and defensively do a real good job. They don't out fancy you, but the wing shot by Hinton is good.
Now, Damari Nixon did what he needed to do last possession for Salesian. He got into the middle of that zone. And so if you can get there, then you can have your way because, they collapse, and now you've got your options on usually either wing to kick out to.
Well, and like you mentioned, Curie's not real big.
No, not at all.
If you can get to that middle, you've got some opportunities. At the line for Salesian is Javon McClanahan. That first one rolls out on him. Still back and forth. We've got Curie with a 1-point lead, 31-30. And we're about almost halfway through this third quarter. Tie ball game, and again, we expected this. Two teams that are rated very close together nationally.
If anybody wins this game by more than 6, I'll be shocked.
Well,
They're
the biggest
very
lead,
evenly matched.
Very. As a matter of fact, 4 points has been the biggest lead.
Nice work there in the paint, Damari Nixon.
Yeah. Working hard to get that offensive rebound.
Now, this is what makes Mustang Madness so special, Victor. You've got Salesian all the way from California playing Curie, Illinois, and they're doing it in Kentucky.
Good old West Kentucky basketball hotbed.
This is a game that these two teams would never have if it weren't for Mustang Madness.
You're right. But that's a nice shot from the wing by Jaden McClanahan. Back and forth we go, 34-33. With Salesian with a 1-point lead. Trying to get into a dribble drive, but it's there a little bit, some shades of it, but
And up, too many
they're
steps.
cutting that off. Got a couple
So
of
now
substitutes.
Salesian is going big. Oh, no, wait. They're taking
Taking one of their guys out.
yeah. Adeo comes out.
Johnson
And
comes in at 6'8".
DeMarshe Johnson is in. Tyler Brinkman also in. He's not exactly little either.
They picked up maybe a little bit of size. And again, that plays to their advantage because Curie is a little bit on the small size.
And I think they make this move primarily for the offensive side of the ball. Now they can dump that thing down into DeMarshe Johnson and see what he can do against that zone. But Curie is extending that 2-3 out so far, and they're trapping out front.
A little jumper off
Nice.
the elbow.
Tyler Brinkman off the elbow. Nice
Very
work.
Nice work. And that's where they need to get.
Yep.
But again, Curie is bringing that out so far that if they can get it into the middle, they've got a shot because now they've got numbers.
And Brinkman and Johnson can just turn around and shoot that little elbow jumper or even an 8-footer in the paint right over whoever Curry might have.
Right, and if they collapse, they can kick it. So we're going to take a brief timeout. We have a timeout, and we'll be back in just a few moments.
Their basketball, I thought it was going to be at half court. But no, oh, it's Curry's basketball.
Yeah, it's Curry full court, but we're getting a little full court action from Salesian now.
A man-to-man trap, it looks like.
Oh, nice floater, but no good by Hamilton. And we got, badly handled. It looked like he might have saw that dunk coming.
Yep. He was dunking before he caught it.
Yeah. So Curie is going to come the full length of the court again against man-to-man coverage with a little bit of trap action, but they break it quickly. And that's the way to break that trap, is just quick passes, get it down the court. But the turnover did result, and we've got Salesian coming back the other way.
And you mentioned earlier how methodical Salesian and Curry both like to be. And that man-to-man trap is speeding Salesian up more than they want to be sped up.
I don't think that's a pace they want to play at.
No. Neither one of these teams wants to play like that.
So on that foul on the floor, that's a Salesian out of bounds for full court. And again, we're getting full court pressure from both teams. Man-to-man by Curie. Difference
is Curry is not trying to trap off of it.
Except when he gets to the corners.
Except in the corners.
And
Marsha Johnson.
Nice.
Yeah, if he puts on a little muscle, he's got a chance to be pretty good.
Yeah, he's already good. He just needs a little more. It's more on that frame. Working around that perimeter, trying to look for an opening.
They need a good shot. Salesian with the largest lead of the contest right now at 5 points, 38-33. Salesian almost got the steal.
The ball going to stay with Curie down under their own goal. So we can see what they can get set up for, an easy shot maybe. Try to close this gap.
Now, Curry shoots it outside a little better than Salesian does, but neither of these teams are made for a comeback from too much of a deficit.
Yeah, the slow pace that they like to play. The long shot is no good by Pickens. Now we're going to do a little trapping in the backcourt.
Offensive foul called. Cleared out with the off arm, and the referee caught him.
Yep, he was in that trap and trying to get away, so he tried to get a little leverage with that other arm. Armand
so
Williams
Curry gets another opportunity to trim this lead with 1:55 to go in the third.
Yeah, they don't need to let it get too far out because, like you say, neither team built for big comebacks.
And looks like we got a push in the back. Oh, no. She said it went over the backboard. Okay, over the backboard.
Over some back.
Something.
Backboard.
And she had the angle on that, so
yes, she did.
We have to defer to her because it didn't look like that to me. And DeMarshe Johnson going to be called for the push in the back.
So Curry's going to bring it full court, try to cut back into this lead, 38-33. And again, that's about as big a lead as we've had the whole game.
And still just a 2-possession game, Victor, at that, you know?
At that. But the way the possessions have been going, those are big possessions.
Yes.
We haven't scored
Because
in a
each
while.
of these teams have just thrown away 2 possessions apiece.
Right. Oh, nice dump, but there is a foul.
Yeah, you got him, son. No need to argue that. He got him.
Have you ever seen a defensive player that fouled and thought he did?
Occasionally, but
Yeah,
not often.
Not often. It can be very obvious.
The referees could have called 14 or 20 for that foul. They chose number 14, so that's Shane Bell.
And Williams gets his first one, and that trims that lead down to 4. 1:18 to go in this third quarter. The second one's up and good, 38-35. And again, we're doing a little trapping in the backcourt, trying to cut.
Oh, wow. Salesian's having real problems getting it over. There we go.
That long cross-court pass won the day on that one. We're going to get a foul.
Curie is extending that 2-3 zone all the way out to the jump circle. That takes an incredible amount of energy.
It does, and I think part of that reason is because they're small and they don't want the guards to have a good opportunity to throw it down low.
Right.
So they distract them out front.
And they're trying to limit that penetration. It's hard to penetrate when you're coming from the jump circle.
Right.
You take 3 dribbles, you're still at the free throw line.
That's really,
Stolen, Ramin Hinton.
Oh, nice underhanded layup.
Oh, beautiful work.
He has got some nice moves. I think he's got a lot of potential.
Floater is
Oh,
good.
nice. A nice shot.
Tyler Brinkman.
So 40-37. 17 seconds to go in this third quarter.
And it looks like Curie Victor wants to take the last shot of the quarter.
Well, that will go on.
Or
Or
not.
not.
Offensive rebound, Ramin Hinton, and he got it
Oh,
in.
my goodness. Another nice looking shot. And he's going to go to the free throw line and try to get an old-fashioned 3.
And he could tie this game up fittingly heading into the fourth quarter.
With 4.5 seconds to go. You said earlier, if it was a 6-point win, you were going to be surprised.
Very surprised. Tie ball game, 40-40. But 4.5 seconds is plenty of time for Salesian to get a quality shot.
Floater is no good. I don't know that that was a quality shot. It was an open shot, but it wasn't a good quality.
No, it wasn't a high quality shot. You know, there's a coach back in Memphis by the name of Wes Henning. Let me shout out Wes Henning, a 4-time state champion at Ridgeway High School. And we were having this discussion several years ago. He lost a game when his best player put up a floater with about 3.5 seconds left. And, you know, floaters take a lot of time to develop. By the time it came off the rim, the other team rebounded and the shot, the clock went off and the game was over.
Uh-huh.
And so he and I were talking after the game. I shrugged my shoulders. Well, I mean, you had a good 8-10-foot little floater there. I mean, you can't be too upset with that shot. He looked at me, says, the hell I can't be upset with that shot. I'm like, what's wrong with that, coach? I don't like a floater. It's the hardest shot to make. Why not just set your feet square up and shoot a jumper?
He got a point, though.
He's got a great point.
There are some basketball players that can do floaters extremely well, but it's a hard shot because you're moving forward.
Correct.
And you're trying to get all that adjustments made, and you got to be real good at it. But
it takes a lot of practice.
It takes a lot of practice, and I'll take that spot-up jumper, pull up, take the jump shot.
But that's a shot these kids just don't take anymore.
No, they don't. They like floaters.
But it's a low percentage shot.
It is.
It's a very low percentage shot.
Well, we're going to start this fourth and final quarter tied up 40-40 with Curie inbounding the ball for the first possession of this fourth quarter. Running a little weave outside, trying to get it. They really like the dribble drive, but you can't always get it. Salesian's doing a good job of cutting that off.
They are clogging the lane very well. And we keep talking about how quick Curie is, but Salesian is pretty quick too.
Yeah. Both well-coached teams.
Very well coached,
They're-
very disciplined.
Yeah,
They
they're-
run their stuff. They do what they're instructed to do.
They're not going to do anything fancy. They're just going to play ball and do a good job of it.
Oh, poked away from behind by Justin Harmon. Spin in the lane, DeJuan Gordon.
I'm not sure that wouldn't have been better off pass. You had two people on this left side of the lane that were pretty wide open. It was a 3-on-1, but he's going to go to the foul line. So,
Two free throws coming.
and the spacing.
Oh,
wasn't
they say
great.
the foul was on the floor. Wow.
Oh yeah, I thought he was going up.
I did too. Okay. Foul on the floor. Almost stolen there.
So let's see
That
what we
was
can do. in this
Shane
final.
Bell on the attempt.
Very close to being knocked away. But we'll see what happens in this final 7 and 20. Oh, nice.
Whoa.
job.
Elijah Pickens.
Pickens on that layup looked awfully good. Oh, and a
And-
takeaway.
And
But
Pickens showed great body control. That could have very easily been a charge. But he kept his shoulder square up, so he didn't dip into the defender.
kind of
didn't hit
faded
him
off
with
to
the
the
body.
left a little bit.
Yep. So, wonderful shot there by Elijah Pickens. And then almost stolen by DeJuan Gordon on the next play by Salesian. But Gordon could not save the ball in bounds. And there's a steal by
Take
Ramin
away,
Hinton. Oh, we got a foul. Elijah Pickens called for the foul. Well, the fans behind us think it's a horrible call, Victor, but I don't think it's that bad of a call. I mean,
It could have gone either way. I could have
It
seen
could
an
have.
offensive foul on that as well.
could have been,
But-
could have been.
They're getting paid to do that. We're going to sit over here and talk about it.
Well, I've talked to referees, and almost all of them agree that that is the hardest call to make, the single hardest call, blocking or charge.
A lot of judgment.
And this is high school. You don't have a replay to go to check.
No, well, that'd take all night.
It would.
We're going to get a foul shot here. And at the line, that is number 23,
Jaden McClanahan,
McClanahan.
shooting two. First free throw good.
42-41, Curry in front by one. And now shooting for the tie. And we're tied again.
And Victor, even though a lot of people left after Spire Academy, LaMelo Ball, Rocket Watts left, this is still not a bad crowd, particularly given that we're in Western Kentucky watching a team from California play a team from Chicago, from Illinois.
Well, these are pretty diehard fans. They may
Yes.
not know the players, but they like good basketball. Long downtown shot.
Wow,
By
who is
Hinton.
the big boy in the middle for Salesian? That's number 13, Tajon Sawyer.
First time we've seen him in it.
Wow, he's big. Trey ball is good. Tyler Brinkman. I don't know why Brinkman doesn't start for Salesian. At least he didn't start the second half anyway. I don't know if he started the game. But he is probably their most efficient offensive player and their most complete offensive player.
Yeah, and he did not start the first half.
He would start for me, I'll tell you that.
And Curry, or Salesian, has got an opportunity to go up and misses.
Oh, Shane
easy
Bell
shot.
missed the bunny.
That was an easy shot. Would have put him up by 5. So with 5:49 to go, Salesian up by 3, 45-42, and we've got Hamilton back in the ball game, starting point guard for Curie. Probably trying to get this last big push.
And referees are asking, is it 1-1? And yes, it is. It was not a player control foul, and that was the 7th on Salesian.
So Curry has an opportunity here to bring this back within 1.
For some reason, teams have been struggling from the free throw line today, Victor. I don't know what it is.
And on cue, that guy makes one.
Curie does not need to throw away free points right now.
Not right now, because like you said earlier in the broadcast, they don't need to get down because they're not a comeback team. They can't put a lot of points on the board.
They are definitely a front-running type of squad.
Yep. Actually, both teams are.
Yes, definitely.
So a little full court pressure. So far, Salesian's maintaining control, but they got to get across that line. There.
Wow, they just barely beat that 10-second count. Barely.
And
Wow, who blocked that shot from behind?
oh no.
Wow. I don't know if it was Justin Harmon or if it was DeJuan Gordon. It was one of those two.
Looks
They
like
just-
Sawyer's a little bit younger player. He didn't get off the court or off the floor real quick. A little bit slow on that put in.
And you can look at him and see he's still got a little baby fat on him.
Yep.
If he trims down some, I could see him being very effective for this team.
Got bailed out there, didn't he? Took a
He
kind
did.
of reverse layup kind
He
of
did.
shot and got bailed out. So Harmon's going to go to the line and see if he can cut into this lead. 45-44.
If he makes both of them, he can put his squad back on top.
There's one of them. We've got a tie ball game again.
And Victor, it's moments like these that make high school basketball my favorite pastime. It's so pure. These kids just want to win. That's all they want to do.
And play hard.
There's no money involved. There's no scholarships on the line, none of that.
No shoe contracts.
No shoe contracts, that's right. I just want to win this basketball game.
We got a foul, and Salesian's going to go to the line, trailing 1 point. So with 5 minutes to go, it's going to come down to the wire.
Yes.
It's just going to be who has the last possession, probably. So Brinkman is in at the free throw line, and his first one's up and good. Maybe he's your sixth man.
He would be about my first or second man. He shoots it well. Makes good decisions, good passer, scrappy. Could use a little girth, a little muscle, but very solid basketball player.
A little bit younger player, so maybe that's part of it.
Yeah, could be, could be.
Nice
Wow.
rebound by the big boy.
I see you, big boy. That was a man-sized rebound.
Manley.
Salesian having all kind of trouble getting over the timeline.
Well, and had to call a timeout in order to maintain possession. So
Woo.
we got a 30-second timeout coming. And had he not called that, that could have been close.
It would have been very close.
Again, both these teams rated nationally. Salesian is 19th. Curie is 17th. So you just had a feeling this is going to be a tight ball game.
Yes, no doubt.
Both teams, whoever loses, it's going to be the first loss of the season.
Wow.
So 17-0, or 14-0 and 15-0. So somebody's going to go home a loser.
Not the best feeling in the world, but I'm telling you, they are leaving everything on that court, Victor.
Yeah, this is a very well played game. Both teams well coached.
And been well officiated as well.
It has been. Don't say that too loud. The official's right in front of us. We don't get her the big head here. But in looking at these officials, I know two of them have been calling for a long time.
Okay.
The other one probably has, but I just don't know them. Oh, nice.
Hinton almost got to it.
Knocked that ball out of bounds, so we're going to play it inbound side court. Brinkman to trigger. Got a little trap going, but he got out of it. And the big boy.
Oh, good
kicks
pass,
down.
Sawyer. Oh, my.
You got to have those
Got
in a
to.
game like this.
Shane Bell just couldn't complete. Stolen.
Takeaway. Yep.
Javon McClanahan.
Javon has been steady all game. Nice head fake, but the ball does not go in, but he gets foul. So our big boy is going to go to the line.
Yes, he is.
Let's see what he can do.
Tajon Sawyer.
See what the big boy can do here.
Nice touch.
Nice stroke just off a little bit.
There we
That one's
go.
up and good. So 2-point lead by Salesian now with 4:12 to go. Full court pressure, but broken.
Oh, good bounce pass to
Oh, what a-
Ramin Hinton.
What
Reverse
a reverse
layup.
layup. Nice looking. Nice
Wow.
looking. He's a nice looking player. I like
He
him.
is. He is.
And Curie with a takeaway. No good on the shot, but then knocked out of bounds, and it will go to, looks like Salesian.
I think Salesian will get it.
Yeah. Battling on those boards. Nice offensive rebound.
DeJuan Gordon will guard the inbound pass.
Full court pressure, and again, Salesian having difficulty again. Now they
And
break
there we
it.
go.
And the big boy underneath, and nice.
Sawyer.
That was a nice soft touch for a big guy.
It was. And he had the presence of mind to go up and under and use the rim to protect his shot.
Yeah.
Beautiful work.
For a young player, had a little maturity there.
He did.
We've got a 2-point ball game, 3:30 to go. And Salesian is up by the 2.
But Curry at the line with a chance to tie it.
Who blinks?
I don't know. I think 58 is our winning score. Whichever team can pump up that score to 58, I think they're going to get it.
That's a long way to go, even at 50.
Well, for these two teams,
Yeah, for these two
agreed.
teams.
Agreed.
Right.
But I'm thinking we're probably going to get some more foul shots in here.
Yeah, the
Whoever
team-
makes the free throws, I think, is going to win this thing.
Yeah, the team that's behind is going to do the fouling.
Yep.
Try to keep that thing close. First one's up, and the second one no good, so we got a 1-point lead by Salesian. Again, full court pressure. Broken, and the big boy's got it underneath again.
Oh, he is really putting in some work down there.
He is. Where's he been?
Rooted to the bench.
I guess. Maybe they've been sandbagging with him.
Well,
Saved
I
him.
think there's so much quickness on the floor.
Yeah.
And I think Coach was probably reluctant to put Sawyer in. But he is using his mismatch to his advantage. Oh, tray ball
Nice
is
shot.
good. DeJuan Gordon.
And now we
Just
got
like that, it's tied back up.
tied back up. And we got trouble. Crossed easily.
Bucket.
And another one. Now that boy's got a nice touch.
Yes. Yes, he does.
Soft.
And so now Curry has got to figure out what can we do to slow him down.
Well, he definitely got a size mismatch, but he's a little slower. And you may be right. That may be
But
why
see, that
he-
plays into what Salesian wants to do anyway.
it
They're
does.
methodical. Now, if I were them, bring it back out, bring it back out.
No hurry right
now
now.
spread the floor, dump it into Sawyer, and let him go to work.
Well, that's exactly what they're doing. Look how far they're spread.
So now Curry has got to foul at some point. Maybe not right now, but if we get around a minute 30,
We're gonna see
somewhere
some
around there, they've got to foul.
Yeah. Even though it's a 2-point ball game.
But yeah, the way these two teams play, they've got to save as much time as they possibly can.
Yeah, because Salesian's not going to be in a hurry,
No.
especially with that 2-point lead.
So now the chess match begins between our two coaches.
You know, I'm about to agree with you on this Brinkman kid. Oh, easy.
Wow.
That was too easy.
Way too easy. Shane Bell converts that one. He missed his last layup. And so it's a 4-point game, 2-possession contest. And sorry, Sawyer, you were still moving your feet, big man.
Yeah. And Trevon Hamilton just pretty much decided he was taking that one-on-one.
Yes.
So he's going to go to the line and try to bring this back to a 2-point ball game. It's 4 right now with 1:36 to go.
But Hamilton was smart. He knew if he beat his man, there was only one guy left, and he knew he was quicker than Tajon Sawyer. So he knew, hey, I'm either going to get fouled and shoot 2 free throws, or maybe I'll get lucky and get an and one.
He makes the first one, so far so good for him.
He missed the second. Sawyer goes up and snares that rebound.
So now we're going to see if we can spread, but so much pressure by Curie, it's going to be hard to do.
It will. It will. They're going to have to foul real soon. Sawyer, he got it.
Me? How many is that in a row for him?
4.
Where's he been?
He's got 11 points.
Man. No good by Hamilton again, and we tried to get an offensive foul or offensive rebound, but
that was DeJuan Gordon call for the push.
so now we're down to crunch time. We're talking about a 5-point lead with under a minute to go.
And Salesian has hit my mark, Victor.
Yep.
They're at 58.
They can just sit here. The rest of the game, they got it.
And I really do believe that. I really do believe that. If they make these 2 free throws, it's the largest lead of the game. 6-point advantage.
Yeah. That match is the biggest of the game.
And now this free throw, and that just shows you, Victor, how close this game has been. Largest lead of the game, if he makes it, will be 7. Wow.
Now that's a big hill to overcome for Curie.
And it's a 3-possession game with 58.1 seconds left to go, and the Condors are just not that kind of team.
No, if they had a good jump shooting 3-point team,
it would be nothing.
Be nothing.
And Salesian has answered the press. You know, it rattled them for a few possessions.
It did.
And it's still bothering them, but they've got the answers right now.
Yeah, they're making those cross-court passes at a good angle, and so they're breaking it. And then that leaves them with an easy shot.
Exactly.
Because
that's how Sawyer is getting all these easy rim runs. And at the end of the day, Curie just doesn't have the length to get away with the press if they're not actually making turnovers. You know, they're not a team that's going to be able to jump that passing lane.
No, and they don't have a rim blocker.
No, they do not.
So that makes it kind of difficult. The game before this one, I don't know how many block shots we had.
Oh, wow, there were several.
And the kids didn't seem that big. They just leaped right out of the gym.
They're so athletic. But even though they weren't big, they did have the length. You know, a lot of 6'4", 6'5" guys with the long arms. Oh, offensive foul call. Tajon Sawyer stood there and absorbed the blow.
He did. He doesn't look any worse for the wear either.
No, he does not.
What do you think he goes?
255.
You think that big?
Yeah.
He's a big solid boy. Like I say, if he gets a little bit of mass on his upper body,
right,
next year or two, he's going to be tough. We got 52 seconds in a 7-point game. This doesn't look good for Curie right now.
And Salesian easily breaks the press this time. Sawyer wisely kicks it back out.
Yeah,
Very smart move by the young man.
Very, very much so. He had 2 and 3 men on him. Double, triple team. And why be in a hurry? You're up 7.
Right. And see, that's the thing. He had the wisdom to realize we don't have to score any more points. Let me just kick it on back out. Let's burn a little more time. And if it comes back to me, maybe I can do something next time.
Yeah, because Curie is going to be hard-pressed to get 58.
Yeah, very, very much so. They're small, they're quick, but they're not outside shooters.
That's not a good combo when you're small.
No, it's not. It's not. But it underscores what we keep saying. This is not a team built for a comeback.
No, not at all. Both teams, again, very well coached, but very methodically offensive.
Now, if Curie were playing a lesser ball handling team or a team that didn't make good decisions on passes, that press would keep them in the game.
Yeah.
But Salesian's just not going for that.
Well, and it gave Salesian a lot of trouble early.
It did. It did. And it gave them trouble there. They threw it away. But with 26.1 seconds left, there's just not a lot of time for Curie to create a steal and get a bucket.
And they're just not, like I say, not an outside shooting team, so.
But they're going to have to put one up now. Put it up. Put it up. Hinton, no.
But the follow is good, and we got a timeout by Curie.
Let's see. 12 seconds just came off the clock, Victor. And that's 12 seconds they don't get back.
Yeah, and we only got 14 to go. So about one more possession.
That's right.
Basically. And unless there's a turnover or a foul or something, there's not going to be but maybe one more shot. Maybe
Right.
none. Because Salesian's not going to be in a hurry to get it up, for sure. Not with a 6-point.
What about number 13? What does the numbers look like?
9-4-1. That's good.
Well, they've got him at 11.
And we're back for the final 14.7 seconds. Salesian to go the full length of the court. And Curie is putting the full court press on. And we're going to be fouling. That's exactly what we figured would happen. When you get down.
But to me, they should have done it a minute ago.
Probably, yeah, you called it a minute 30, and that probably was a good time.
And I understand why Coach Oliver wanted his guys just to sit down in a defensive stance and just, try to get steals. But Salesian is too smart. They handle it too well, and they make too good of decisions to sit back and wait on them to make a mistake.
Right, and with Sawyer coming through here toward the last half of this fourth quarter, with what did you say, 9 points?
9 points.
9 points. That's a good partial quarter work.
And let's face it, I don't see anybody else on that team that would have given them those 9 points in those situations.
No. And big size missed and size breadth plus tall. Good.
And got some moves down there around the rim.
Yeah, and a touch is what kind of impressed me. He didn't brick nothing. It was all soft.
Tray ball, no good. And offensive rebound, Damari Nixon. Timeout.
4 seconds to go, and we've got a 6-point lead.
So all Salesian has to do really is get the ball in bounds. They don't even have to cross the timeline.
No.
How many 30-second timeouts do these coaches get?
As many as they won't, evidently.
Apparently.
Curie's back on the floor. I think they just wanted the clock stopped. They didn't need a
Right,
strategy.
right.
Because if the clock had continued to run, he didn't even have to throw it in.
Correct. I watched a game in Memphis earlier this week, and that's the exact same thing happened. I wasn't paying close enough attention to the clock at first, but the kid's just out of bounds, just holding the ball. I'm thinking, why is he not throwing it in? And I realized, oh, he's got 5 seconds to get it in. He's in no hurry. The game's over. So you're absolutely right. That was a very smart timeout call on their part. So now Salesian has to at least get the ball in.
And an immediate foul.
Right.
If they don't get a turnover, it's going to be an immediate foul. And we got your man, Mr. Brinkman, doing
back
the
on the floor,
triggering the ball in.
Smart play, really smart play.
They're just going to run this clock out. And how about the composure of Mr. Sawyer just to stand there and kick it out to his guard? I like the kid.
I do too. I
think we're going to see some good things out of him over the next couple of years. Well, Leroy, you want to wrap this one up?
63-57, Salesian College Prep over Curie, Illinois. That's our margin of victory, 6. We called it. Very well played basketball game. If you're a fan of basketball, you've got to appreciate that game.
You do.
You know, no, there wasn't a bunch of guys running and jumping and dunking and, you know, hitting threes from all over the place. But they play together. They play hard. Got to love that.
Good, solid, fundamental basketball.
Now, that said, watching the grind session will spoil you because, you know, now you've got the athletes, you got the size.
Well, for example, the last game.
Oh, yeah.
Dunk after dunk, block after block. Full court passes that were right on the money. It just a different. That was a different mindset.
Absolutely.
And
a different skill set.
Spire had the skill set that just. They made it look easy.
They did.
Because they beat a team that's not a bad team.
No.
And badly.
Every score I have seen with Spire playing a grind session team, Spire has won by a minimum of 14 points. So that says something. You know, they are beating quality competition by double digits every time out.
Yep.
That's not a mistake.
No.
So up next will be Hillcrest Prep North versus Athens Prep. So it'll be Arizona versus Tennessee.
That ought to be a good ball game.
It ought to be a good one.
Well, let's let it go back up to the broadcast booth and let them entertain us for a bit.
All right, we'll do that, and we'll get you ready for the next game in a few.